very well. We both are very good looking ladies. And we both love the ladies. One of those is incorrect. I'll let you decide which one. I have a 3-year-old son. He's growing up so fast, you know. Does anyone here have kids? Anyone?
I know, yeah.
If you have kids, everyone always says, hey, they grow up so fast, they grow up so fast. And enjoy them when they're little, they grow up so fast. And it's true, you know, my 3-year-old is growing very fast. In fact, the other day, I walked into his room, and I caught him smoking a pack of cigarettes and listening to Morrissey. He looks up at me, he's like, you don't understand me, Dad. You don't get me. By the way, I need some more finger paints. How am I supposed to paint this dinosaur if I ain't got any green? I'm like, okay, son, I'll get you some finger paints. This next joke is not a racist joke. I know saying that, you might think, well, it is going to be a racist joke if you're saying it's not a racist joke. But I don't have a lot of black friends. In fact, I have one black friend. And I love black people. I love them. His name is Will. We used to work together. And he's not like the typical black guy. I know that sounds racist, I apologize. But he's not a typical black guy. In fact, he called me the other day and he says, yo, D-Dog. He calls me D-Dog. He's like, yo, D-Dog, I want to buy me a new car. And I'm like, cool, man. What do you want to get? Like a Cadillac Escalade? You want to put some rims on it? And he's like, nah, baby, nah, I ain't going to get me one of those. I'm going to get me a Toyota Camry. Wait, a Camry? What the hell? He's like, yeah, baby, them things is safe. JD Powered Associates rated #1 car. And I'm like, damn, they did? I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, but you want to put some screens in it, right? You probably want to put some 22s. He's like, nah, baby, all stock. 15-inch wheels. Safe for my baby and my baby's mama. That's cool, man. Will actually has this saying that he constantly says, and you could actually, this saying changes when his mood changes. And the saying is, hey, man. Like that's his thing. You know, when he's angry, it's, hey, man. When he's happy, hey, man. When he's confused, hey, man. When he's a little sassy, hey, man. He's not gay. Another buddy of mine, Eddie, his name's Eddie. He lives in Dallas, good buddy of mine. He was actually one of my groomsmen for my wedding. He called me the other day, and he tells me, he told me that his girlfriend of 4 years had cheated on him. I know, it's very sad. I know, what a whore. She cheated on him. It turned out that she actually just wanted to break up with him. But instead of just breaking up with him, she's like, well, I'll just cheat on you so I don't have to break up with you. Because that makes perfect sense, right? I'll give you her name and number after the show. And that makes total perfect sense because, you know, in fact, the other day I was like, man, I'm thinking about switching jobs. Man, I'll just burn down the building. You know, it's like saying, man, I really don't want to be a father. I hate the responsibilities. I'll just join the circus. You know, it reminds me of saying, like, man, it's really hard to hit on girls. Well, I'll just start dating dudes. No big deal. I used to work retail. Anyone here work retail? Nobody? One lady in front. Everyone else is an engineer, I imagine. All engineers in the room. It's a bunch of white people, so they probably get doctors and lawyers. Doctor and lawyer, right there, 2 men. 2 birds in one stone, folks. I used to work retail. It was a lot of fun. No, it wasn't. I worked at a cell phone store. Horrible job. when I did it for about 3 years. So when I first started, I obviously didn't know a lot of the employees, and I made quick friends with this guy named Brandon. He was a very crass, very rude, kind of blunt kind of guy. And one time I was in the break room on my lunch break eating a sandwich, and Brandon kind of comes in. He's a very loud kind of guy. You know, I eat my sandwich and he says, "Yo, Daniel, what are you eating?" I'm like, "Well, I'm eating a panini." He's like, "Panini? Those are gay." I'm like, "Paninis are delicious. They're not gay." He's like, "You know, our boss, Jamie, he was gay." And so Brandon says, he's like, "Yo, Jamie knows what those are. Those are gay." Now, if you've never had a panini, imagine if you could taste the sunrise, a panini would taste like that. They're delicious. They're toasted things of deliciousness. Jamie walks in. Brandon then says, "Yo, Jamie, you know what a panini is?" And without hesitation, Jamie says, "Those are delish. Excuse me, can I have a bite? Thank you." Needless to say, I never ate a panini in front of Brandon or Jamie again. Thanks so much, guys. That's it. That's all I have. Thank you.